Okay, so this is the Anusarn Market, and if you don't like sweating, don't come here. If you're okay with a bit of sweat, there's a lot of stalls here selling a lot of stuff. But after you've seen the first 30, they all start to sell the same thing. So yeah, we'll show you through some of that. Okay, the reason we came to this market tonight is not for the lady boys, even though they're here. And we did hear that there was good Indian food here. But the reason I'm here is because I knew I could tempt my daughter into coming and seeing the Great Wall of sundaes. So we're going to have a look at the Great Wall of sundaes. So here's the well, it looks good in photographs on the internet when you check out the markets and you think, wow, I have to see this wall of sundaes because they look pretty cool. But then as you look closer, you realise that these are just ice creams that they've done like 20 different versions of ice creams that they think are a good idea. I think the easier thing to do would be just to sort of I'd say you get to create your own if you ask, but they are numbered, so you can see this guy here has got all the numbers of ice creams in front of him so he can remember what they're made of. So the big thing in Thailand is this big circular frozen disc where they smash up and mix up ice creams with different flavours, and by the time it's over they sort of push it into a long scroll and then stick it into the ice cream bucket. I think the main reason people come to this market is probably these fish feeding on your feet, because that's a bit of a crazy thing that people have seen around the internet. So yeah, one way to get some dead skin chewed off your feet. And for 100 baht you can sit there for 15 minutes, so that's about $3 or $4 depending on what country you come from. And you can have fish feeding on your feet, which is quite tickly. I didn't bother doing it. So yeah, this market's got a lot of domestically made items, and a lot of it. So clothing through to traditional stuff made of wood. Here's some rabbits made from coconuts. I would say the things that sell the most will be things that fit into a suitcase on the way home. Here's some more artificial essential oils. A lot of the people selling these things don't know a lot about them, they're just selling them to make money. And there are some amazingly beautiful handcrafted items, so you can find things that will impress you or somebody you're taking it back for. We found the cat and puppy dog handbags, so that was a bit of a favourite. Probably the other reason people come to this market, which only opens at 6 o'clock, mind you. During the day it's just regular streets, and when you get there you can't really tell when the market stops and where it finishes because everything's open. But during the day it would appear to be normal streets that you could drive through, and then at night they all bring out all the tables and put out their gifts, etc. So I think one of the other main reasons you go to this market is for the seafood, actually, and you can pick the lobster you want to eat or the fish that you want to eat or whatever you like moving on your plate when you eat it. And that's the big deal. There's a few seafood restaurants in the one place. Here's some laser cut iPhone cases, and silk ties are quite cheap. I think they were like $5 or $8. So that's a quick trip through these markets, and there are a lot of different places to eat, so you'll be pretty happy when you get there. another episode of The Life and Times of an Artist Who Paints,
makes music and meets people, and then wraps it all up, by socials. For your entertainment, please don't ever be lonely, and don't feel unloved.
Join me on Patreon.
This is the Stephen Dix Project.